You flipped out and tried to leave without saying goodbye?
Hello horror fans, welcome back to Marvelous Videos. Today we're going to take a look at all the major horror movies set to hit the big screen in 2024. From spine-chilling sequels to disturbing new tales, 2024 promises to be a year filled with scares and thrills for horror enthusiasts. So grab your popcorn, dim the lights, and let's dive into the terrifying lineup. But before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin.
Shit, we gotta get out of here.
Abigail, April 19th. First up, we have Abigail, releasing on April 19th. Directed by Matt Beetlejuice and Tyler Gillette, Abigail is a vampire horror film and is a remake of the 1936 Universal Classic Monsters film Dracula's Daughter. Alicia Weir plays the title role of Abigail, Dracula's daughter, in the movie. The movie also features Angus Cloud, Giancarlo Esposito, and Kevin Durand, among others. The plot of the film begins when a group of amateur criminals kidnaps Abigail, unaware of her real identity. They plan on extracting ransom from Abigail's father, only knowing the fact that he is a powerful figure from the underworld. They take Abigail to an isolated mansion and lock themselves up with her. But all hell breaks loose when they realize that the girl they've kidnapped is not human, but a vampire. By the looks of the trailer, the movie seems quite exciting. Like, what else can you expect when a team of kidnappers voluntarily lock themselves up with a vampire? Alien Romulus, August 16th. Now this is the horror sequel fans have been dying for. Alien Romulus blasts into theaters on August 16th. The movie takes place between the events of the first and the second movies of the franchise. Not much has been revealed about the plot of the movie, apart from the fact that the film narrates the story of a team of space colonists who come across a very dangerous life form while rummaging through the remnants of an abandoned space station. The film has been directed and co-written by Fede Alvarez, along with Rodo Seaguez being the other co-writer. Alien fans are going to have the time of their lives, rejoicing in the return of their favorite franchise on the silver screen. However, the film doesn't mark the return of any original characters. Instead, it stars Kaylee Spaney, Aileen Wu, David Johnson, and other notable actors in leading roles. A Quiet Place, Day 1, June 28. Just when you thought you could let your guard down, brace yourself for a return to bone-chilling silence as A Quiet Place Day 1 descends upon theaters on June 28. This highly anticipated American post-apocalyptic horror film serves as a prequel to the critically acclaimed A Quiet Place series, promising to unveil the dreadful origins of the monster-infested world that captivated audiences worldwide. Helmed by director Michael Sarnowski, who also crafted the script based on an original idea conceived alongside John Krasinski, Day 1 is poised to shed light on the early days of the monstrous apocalypse. While plot details remain tightly guarded, whispers suggest this third installment will explore the dreadful genesis of the cataclysmic event that forever altered the fabric of existence. With the previous two films setting an incredibly high bar for high-pounding tension and innovative storytelling, expectations are through the roof for Day 1 to deliver an onslaught of scares and white-knuckle suspense. Prepare to hold your breath once more as this origin tale unfolds, revealing the horrifying truth behind how this nightmare began. Beetlejuice, September 6th. Say it once, say it twice. The ghost with the most is back in Beetlejuice on September 6th. Hopefully, this long-awaited sequel captures the twisted fun of the original while taking the haunted hijinks to a whole new level of bizarre. Michael Keaton is set to return, so you know it's showtime. Word is the Dietz family will be passing the torch to a new group being tormented by Beetlejuice, so expect some fresh victims for the monstrous spirit to prank. But as always, the monstrous trickster has his depraved agenda, possessing the body of the Dietz's teenage son to wreak havoc. It'll take the entirety of the Dietz clan, living and dead, to outprank the twisted ghost and break his curse once and for all. With the combination of nostalgia and and new blood, this should be a scream. The movie is being directed by Tim Burton, and apart from Michael Keaton, the film also casts Willem Dafoe, Winona Ryder, Jenna Ortega, and Monica Bellucci in crucial roles. Terrifier 3, October 25th. Just in time for Halloween, Terrifier 3 looks to slay audiences on October 25th. Picking up where the last brutal installment left off, the third film follows deranged killer clown Art as he continues his bloody cross-country road trip of murder and mayhem. This time he's headed to a small town to attend its annual Halloween carnival, the perfect hunting ground to spread more of his trademark sadistic terror. The local teens will have to battle depraved Art and uncover the truth behind his dark origins if they hope to survive the night. With Art's body count already in the hundreds, the stakes have never been higher as he unleashes new twisted games and gory kills. Rumor has it a central character from the previous films will make a shocking return, either to help stop Art or join forces with the maniacal clown. Nosferatu, December 25th. This Christmas, get ready to have your blood run cold with the chilling revamped Nosferatu hitting theaters on December 25th. Visionary director Robert Eggers writes and directs this modern remake of the 1922 silent horror classic, retelling the story of the accursed Count Orlok preying on a young wife in 19th century Germany. Eggers has assembled an incredible cast to bring his unsettling vision to life. Bill Skarsgård steps into the role of the iconic vampire Count Orlok, embracing the grotesque look and feral mannerisms that made the original so terrifying. Rounding out, the main cast is Willem Dafoe as Professor Alban Eberhard von Franz and Lily Rose Depp as Ellen Hunter.
If I knew 3 people who were murdered in 3 days, I'd be pretty scared. What are you hiding, Maxine?
Maxine, July 5th. Maxine brings an unholy terror to theaters on July 5th as the shocking final chapter in T. West's X trilogy. This time, the NSFW slasher follows Mia Goth, reprising her role as the vengeful Maxine Minx, an adult film actress with a dark secret. Set in the seedy underground of 1980s Hollywood, Maxine finally gets her big break at mainstream stardom. But as a crazed killer begins gruesomely slaughtering actresses, Maxine's violent past threatens to be violently exposed. Blood will spill as she fights to keep her demons at bay. In her horror debut, pop superstar Halsey joins the cast of ill-fated Hollywood starlets hunted by the mysterious slasher. West has pushed boundaries with each next installment, so expect Maxine to be his most depraved, unrestrained vision yet. This wanton combination of sex, violence, and 80s excess promises to be 2024's most shockingly vicious horror experience for viewers brave enough to embrace the mayhem.
The worst smile I've ever seen.
Smile 2, October 18th. Just when you thought it was safe to frown again, that creepy grin returns in Smile 2 on October 18th. After barely surviving the malevolent entity's curse at the end of the first film, Dr. Rose Cotter will have to confront the smiling demon's origins once more when it begins spiraling through a new set of victims. With reality itself seeming to bend around the curse, this mind-bending follow-up promises to make you question every cheerful face you see. The first Smile was a surprise hit in 2022, blending unsettling imagery with trippy supernatural scares. So, expectations will be high for this sequel to up the ante.
And, it's love.
The Crow, June 7th. It's been a long road, but the journey is finally over. The Crow soars back into theaters in a gritty reboot on June 7th. This retelling takes inspiration from the original comics, following a young man named Eric Draven, who's brought back from the grave to avenge his and his fiance's brutal killings. With a visual style blending supernatural fantasy and grimy urban crime, fans can expect a fresh but still very dark take on the cult classic. Nabbing rising star Bill Skarsgård is to play the lead role of Draven in an inspired bit of casting that could help reinvigorate this long-stagnant franchise.
Music. I know the song you want.
All You Need Is Death, April 19th. On the same day as Abigail, we'll be getting another eerie horror flick, All You Need Is Death, on April 19th. This one follows a young couple who stumbles upon an ancient cursed song in an unknown language, and they set out to find the source of the music. Once they gather the music from the source, it unleashes a sinister force that begins violently possessing and slaughtering them one by one. It'll be a wicked combination of folk music debauchery and demonic nightmare fuel. From the gory death scenes to the sinister soundtrack, this should perfectly blend music and macabre. Starring a cast of relative unknowns as the ill-fated band members, it has the potential to be 2024's surprise horror hit. Tarot, May 3rd. Mark your calendars for May 3rd, because that's when the supernatural chiller Tarot hits the theaters. An archaeology student uncovers an ancient tarot deck on a dig, only to accidentally unleash a dark entity tied to the cards. As her friends begin meeting gruesome fates connected to the different tarot characters, she has to decipher the secrets before the looming death card claims her next. With an intriguing occult premise and tarot imagery ripe for creepy visuals, this under-the-radar flick could be the first big sleeper of the summer movie season.
They disappeared without a trace. All they found was her TV set burning in the backyard.
I Saw the TV Glow, May 3rd. From writer-director Jane Schoenbroom comes the mind-bending horror thriller I Saw the TV Glow, haunting theaters on May 3rd. Starring Justice Smith and Bridget Lundy Payne, the film follows Owen, a disaffected teenager whose world gets turned upside down after exposure to a bizarre late-night television program. What seems like a campy supernatural anthology show slowly reveals itself to be something much more sinister, a portal into an otherworldly dimension bleeding into our reality. As Owen becomes obsessed with decoding the show's mysteries, the line between fantasy and reality blurs in increasingly disturbing ways. Visions of evil forces and demented fictional slashers start creeping into his everyday life, making Owen question his grip on sanity. Is he losing his mind, or is there truly an eldritch darkness lurking behind the TV's eerie glow? Smith and Lundy Payne will have to navigate this labyrinth of meta-horror and Lovecraftian chaos before it consumes them completely. The Strangers, Chapter 1, May 17th. The frightening home invasion tale returns with The Strangers, Chapter 1, an upcoming horror thriller that starts a new trilogy set in the same chilling universe. Directed by Rennie Harlan from a screenplay by Alan R. Cohn and Alan Freeland, the film is a reboot and prequel to the original 2008 cult classic. In this brutal new installment, young couple Madeline Petch and Froy Gutierrez find their romantic road trip taking a dark detour when they cross paths with the trio of sadistic masked psychopaths, Dollface, Pinup Girl, and the Man in the Mask. As the deranged strangers begin terrorizing the pair with their signature mystery and violence, an intense game of cat and mouse ensues. While expanding the mythology, Chapter 1 will also hark back to the simple yet bone-chilling premise that made Brian Bertino's original such a word-of-mouth hit. Bertino returns as a producer, ensuring this new era of strangers' terror maintains the raw intensity that fans expect. Petch and Gutierrez's unlucky youngsters must survive this deadly encounter by any means necessary, because eventually everyone will meet the strangers.
Don't you want to know what they are?
That's impossible.
The Watchers, June 7th. From the mind of Ishana Knight Shyamalan comes The Watchers, a supernatural horror ripped straight from the pages of A.M. Shine's chilling novel. Warner Bros. Pictures will unleash this forbidding frightener in theaters on June 14, 2024. The film stars Dakota Fanning as Mina, a young artist whose life takes a shocking turn after her car breaks down in the remote forests of Western Ireland. Seeking shelter, she stumbles upon an isolated cabin already inhabited by three strangers, played by Georgina Campbell, Oliver Finnegan, and Olwen Fuere. What at first seems like an inconvenience quickly devolves into a waking nightmare. As night falls, the cabin's occupants realize they're not alone in these untamed woods. Malevolent forces and unfathomable creatures stalk their every moves from the inky blackness beyond the tree line. Longlegs, July 12th. Slated for release on July 12, 2024 by Neon, Longlegs is a gripping American horror thriller directed and penned by the talented Osgood Perkins. Set against the backdrop of 1974, the film follows the harrowing journey of Lee Harker, a freshly minted FBI agent tasked with unraveling the twisted mysteries of an elusive serial killer case. As Harker delves deeper into the investigation, unsettling occult clues emerge, leading her to a chilling revelation. She shares a personal connection with the depraved murderer. Faced with this horrifying truth, Harker must race against time to stop the killer before another innocent family falls victim to their merciless rampage. Boasting an impressive ensemble cast, including Micah Monroe, Nicolas Cage, Alicia Witt, and Blair Underwood, Longlegs promises to deliver a taut, suspenseful thrill ride that will keep audiences on the edge of their seats. Trap, August 9th. From the mind of master storyteller M. Night Shyamalan comes Trap, a tense and gripping thriller set to hit theaters on August 9th, 2024, courtesy of Warner Brothers Pictures. Starring Josh Hartnett and Shyamalan's own daughter, Salika, the film follows a father-daughter duo whose innocent night out at a highly anticipated pop concert takes a dark and sinister turn. As the lights dim and the music begins to play, they soon realize they've unwittingly stumbled into the center of a twisted and dangerous event. With Shyamalan's signature flair for crafting suspenseful narratives and delivering shocking twists, Trap promises to keep audiences on the edge of their seats, questioning every shadow and sound. As the tension mounts and the stakes escalate, father and daughter must navigate a labyrinth of deceit and danger, fighting to escape the nightmarish trap that threatens to consume them. Cuckoo, August 9th. From the twisted mind of writer-director Tillman Singer comes Cuckoo, a chilling psychological horror film that promises to burrow deep under your skin. Premiering at the prestigious 74th Berlin International Film Festival on February 16th, 2024, this unsettling tale follows the harrowing journey of a 17-year-old girl whose world is turned upside down when her family relocates to a seemingly idyllic resort. However, beneath the surface of this picturesque sanctuary lies a dark and disturbing secret that slowly unravels, challenging the very fabric of reality. Boasting an impressive ensemble cast, including Hunter Schafer, Jan Bluthart, Martin Chokas, Jessica Henwick, and Dan Stevens, Cuckoo is a haunting exploration of the human psyche and the depths of our deepest fears. With its German release on July 18, 2024, and a subsequent US debut by Neon on August 9, 2024, this mind-bending thriller is poised to leave audiences questioning what's real and what's merely a ghastly illusion.
I want to leave right now.
Speak No Evil, September 13th. From the twisted minds at Blumhouse Productions comes Speak No Evil, a chilling psychological horror thriller that will leave you questioning the kindness of strangers. Helmed by director James Watkins, this American remake of the 2022 Danish film of the same name boasts an impressive cast, including James McAvoy, Aisling Franciosi, and Mackenzie Davis, among others. The story follows a seemingly idyllic family vacation that takes a horrific turn when a married couple and their daughter encounter another family during their travels abroad. Initially charmed by their new acquaintances' warm hospitality, they accept an invitation to stay at their remote country home. However, as the days unfold, the host's welcoming demeanor slowly unravels, revealing a sinister underbelly that threatens to consume their unsuspecting guests. With Jason Blum's masterful touch as a producer, Speak No Evil promises to be a taut, nerve-wracking exploration of the darkest depths of human depravity, leaving audiences questioning the true motives lurking behind even the most inviting facades. Faces of Death, to be determined. Brace yourself to confront the darkest depths of the digital age with Faces of Death, a chilling American horror film that blurs the lines between reality and fiction. Directed by Daniel Goldhaber and co-written by Isamatse, this remake of the 1978 cult classic is a twisted exploration of the modern internet's vast and often disturbing landscape. Starring a talented ensemble including Barbie Ferreira, Josie Toda, Dacre Montgomery, Charlie XCX, and Jermaine Fowler, the film follows the harrowing journey of a content moderator tasked with filtering out offensive and violent material from a popular video sharing platform. However, her world is turned upside down when she stumbles upon a sinister group appearing to reenact the gruesome murders from the original Faces of Death. As the lines between reality and elaborate hoax blur, she finds herself trapped in an evil web of deceit and depravity, forced to question the authenticity of the horrific acts unfolding before her eyes. In an era where misinformation runs rampant online, Faces of Death promises to be a thought-provoking and unsettling descent into the darkest corners of the digital realm. Return to Silent Hill, to be determined. Brace yourself for a descent into psychological terror with Return to Silent Hill, an eagerly anticipated reboot of the chilling horror film franchise. Co-written and directed by Christoph Gans, this movie stars Jeremy Irvine and Hannah Emily Anderson, taking inspiration from the legendary Silent Hill 2 video game by Konami. The story follows James, a man consumed by grief after being torn from his soulmate. When a mysterious letter beckons him to the ominous town of Silent Hill, he embarks on a harrowing journey, clinging to the hope of reuniting with his lost love. However, upon arrival, he discovers that an insidious force has transformed the town into a twisted labyrinth of horrors, both familiar and unfathomable. As James delves deeper into the hellish realm, he encounters otherworldly figures that blur the lines between reality and madness, forcing him to question his sanity. With his resolve pushed to the brink, James must summon an unimaginable strength to navigate the town's hellish corridors and rescue the one he holds most dear before succumbing to the all-consuming darkness surrounding him. Thread, an insidious tale, to be determined. Prepare to be ensnared in a new web of terror as the chilling Insidious franchise expands with Thread, an Insidious Tale, an eagerly anticipated supernatural horror spin-off. Announced on May 30th, 2023, this eerie edition marks the 6th installment in the iconic series, promising to unleash fresh nightmares upon unsuspecting audiences. At the helm of this unsettling idea is Jeremy Slater, the mastermind behind the hit Marvel series Moon Knight, ensuring a deft blend of suspense and spine-tingling thrills. Leading the charge is a formidable acting duo, Kumail Nanjiani and Mandy Moore, who are set to headline this descent into the dark realms of the paranormal. With Slater's proven talent for crafting haunting narratives and the star power of Nanjiani and Moore, Thread, an Insidious Tale, is poised to weave a sinister tapestry of dread, leaving audiences forever trapped in its otherworldly grasp.
Who's inside a cage right now?
Marvelous verdict. There you have it, horror fans, a glimpse into the terrifying world of 2024's most anticipated horror releases. From psychological thrillers to supernatural chillers, this year promises to deliver a diverse and spine-tingling lineup of films. Which of these films has you most excited? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more horror updates and analysis. Until next time, keep those nightlights burning.